This segment of Naperville Sports Weekly is brought to you by the Daily Herald.
I'm here with head coach Darragh McDermott in her first year at Neuqua Valley Gymnastics. Thank you for joining me today, Coach.
Thank you for having me.
So what is it like coming in first year with a new program? I guess, what is day one like as a new coach?
Day one was just getting to know the girls, getting to know where their skills were, and for them to get to know me as well and know what my expectations were. So the first day and the first week was just kind of figuring out where everyone was coming from, where their foundations were, and then being able to build from there.
And then I guess what are some kind of early elements that you want to instill in the team, I guess both mindset and skill-wise? Are those some things that you try to cover early, or is it kind of a broad spectrum that you touch on throughout the season?
You mean like attitude-wise?
Yes.
Yeah, so that was something that we covered right away, making sure that we have a positive atmosphere in here, because with gymnastics, in order for girls to improve on their skills or try new skills, I want them to feel comfortable and confident and have the support of their coaches and teammates. So that was a huge goal from day one, to create that atmosphere in here. We have really, really great girls to foster that. So it wasn't even a lot that I had to do as a coach. It just kind of automatically happened we have really strong upperclassmen and leaders on all four levels or all four ages, and so just creating a positive environment where they are encouraging each other and they feel comfortable and confident, having good attitude, and knowing that we won't have them do anything that's going to put them at risk for safety. So to answer your question, having that positive attitude and positive environment was really important from the get-go.
And you mentioned individual improvement, and I guess with a sport like gymnastics, you know, it's not always necessarily the team results, but you just want to see that general improvement week in and week out. Yeah. I guess what are you looking to see every time the team takes place in either a dual meet or an invitational?
Basically what you said is an improvement. So I want to see right now early in the season is just consistency. So just being confident, especially when we get up on beam. You know, it's really nerve-wracking to stay up on beam, especially in a competition. So being consistent, not having any falls or just doing routines for the first time ever. So just getting comfortable and confident and being consistent. Right now we have kind of a little break in our season where we don't have many dual meets, just two other invites before January. So now is really the time where we're amping up our difficulty and getting new skills, and then go back to consistency for the last half of the season.
And then just a couple seniors on this team, and then we just spoke with Colleen Morrow, the junior. A very young team though. I guess what's it like coaching such a young team in your first season as a coach? Yeah,
I think that there's a huge upside. We have a lot of new girls trying it for the first time as freshmen. We also have a lot of girls coming in with experience. So I think that we have a lot of potential because we are a young team. We have great leaders that set a really good example, but we also have girls trying gymnastics for the first time or coming in with club with experience. So I think that will lead us to be successful not only this year, but from years for the next couple years.
And you've had the team's had 4 meets already this season. What are some things that you've been able to take away already from the couple invitationals and duels that you've been able to see the team take part in? Because obviously, you know, live competition is going to be a lot different than what you see in a practice. Yeah,
kind of what I spoke to before about consistency. So that's something that we're working on as we compete, is just competing like we practice. Because we have really, really great practices and really good warm-ups. And then sometimes, you know, it's nerve-wracking having everyone watch you and being judged in a competition. So working on consistency. And the girls have been really, really great and encouraging through the meet. Like the team atmosphere is something that I've been so proud of from the first invite in November through this last weekend at the Candy Cane invite at Hershey. So working on consistency and just being confident and working on those skills that we've been training in practice. And then the team atmosphere is something that I'm really proud of so far.
And then I guess getting to know you a little better on the other end in college, 4-year diver at U of I. I guess being a D1 college athlete and coming in, what was the experience like being able to perform at a D1 college?
It was a great experience. I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity. You know, I was able to experience a lot as a student athlete that I wouldn't have otherwise, and I met a lot of really great people, and it was a really good way for me to work on my time management skills and organizational skills in order to be a successful student and athlete. So it was a great experience, and I think that has really shaped who I am as a coach and as a teacher. So I was awesome, and I love Illinois. I'm a very big fan still.
So you used to be a gymnast and had to switch to diving. You had some injuries, which I understand is very common in gymnastics. We've seen a couple other athletes have to do the same thing. I guess what went into the decision to want to continue on the diving boards, or was that something that you'd always kind of done on the side as well, or was that a completely new change for you?
That was a completely new change. Gymnastics, it was my entire life growing up, you know, it never really leaves you. It still is at my core, and I'm in here coaching, and I still want to do some skills with the girls that I haven't done in a long time. But when I couldn't do gymnastics anymore, I still wanted to be involved in my high school and be part of a team, and I couldn't really see myself not being part of something. So I tried swimming because I grew up a swimmer, and then I would look over and I would look at the divers and I would say, hey, that looks like fun, or I think I could do that. So I tried diving my sophomore year and stuck with it ever since.
And now that you are back coaching gymnastics, what has the experience been like in just a short time into the season, but what's the experience been like for you in your first year as a coach?
It's been really great. I have an awesome team of really good girls, and I'm really thankful for them. And I'm really supported by the administration and the staff here. You know, it makes it really easy to focus on the girls and how they're doing at the meet when we have administrators and other people helping run it. And I'm really thankful to have a really great team full of girls that work really hard, and they're really focused and they're really encouraging. And I'm also thankful to work at a great school like Neuqua, where I'm supported by administrators and other staff members and just everyone in general. So.
What are some goals that you came into the season with wanting to accomplish in your first year, I guess, for the team as a whole, or maybe yourself being able to grow as a coach as well?
The goals that I have for the team this year have kind of changed from day one as I've gotten to know the girls and their skill level and kind of where I see them going. So as I've gotten to know them, I see where their potential lies. So going into the season, the goals that I had for the team was just pretty basic, like just to improve in their skills, to walk away with some like life skills, to build healthy relationships, and to have a good experience on a team at being part of a team at Neuqua Valley. So those are kind of general ideas or general goals that I had before I even knew any of the girls. But as I've gotten to know them and know where they are with their skills and their competition, just gotten to know where they are with their skills, they've kind of warped throughout the season. So goals that I have right now, like starting week 6 today, you know, they're different from where we were from the first day in November. But where I see the girls going is I want to qualify for sectionals as a team and get girls to go to state. So I think those are some really good goals now that I've gotten to know them, and then just improve in general skills as we go from week to week.
And wanting to see the team make it to sectionals, make it to state, obviously, you know, a goal for everyone. Yeah. But I guess being in kind of the behind the scenes part, you know, getting them set up, trying to set them up for that success, what's it like for you as a coach? And I know we can't really speculate on that part quite yet, as that's down the road, but early on, you know, when you see a girl maybe get an all-time best score, set a personal record, what's that like for you as a coach, getting to just see the look on an athlete's face that you kind of helped her get to that point?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just a great moment because I'm just so proud of them, and they feel so good about themselves too. So I just like to see them do well and be successful, because you could see it in their smile and the way they carry themselves, and I think that's contagious too. So when one girl does really well, you know, the other girls are happy for her, and then that just kind of, it works wonders for the team because that just kind of spreads through everyone. So I'm just really proud and happy for them when they are successful and when they're proud of themselves, because I think that carries over to other events, to other facets of their life, maybe in school or at home, and it helps with the other team bring everybody up too. So,
which event out of the 4 do you think the team is the strongest at right now, and maybe on the other end, which is an event that you think the team could use some improvements in?
So I think that kind of has varied from meet to meet. I think that as far as consistency, we need to work on beam and not falling, because we have some silly falls going from the meets where we don't fall necessarily in practice. So I think that we can be really, really strong at beam if we hit our routines. So that's something that I want to see. In general, where we've been pretty strong so far is on vault, and I think that we can be really strong on beam. We got to make sure we're consistent. So, and we're improving on our skills in bars, and we're also improving in floor a lot. And so each meet we just get a little bit better and better. So, yeah.
And I guess on the other end of that, back to you, when you were doing gymnastics, which was an event that you were perhaps strongest at back in your gymnastics?
Probably beam. I like beam a lot. Yeah. So that was probably my best one. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while though, so I don't know if I were to do anything now. But I like beam the best, and I felt like that was the most challenging, which was really fun.
Well, best of luck the rest of the season, and we hope to continue to see the team improve, and thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you, Nico. Thanks for having me.